to Phoenix Wright. Hello everyone, this is GK Plays, and in the last episode we dealt with the investigation for the trial of Maya Fey, and and the supposed murder, well, not the supposed murder, but the murder of Mia, who was our boss, and Maya, it would appear, has been stitched up with the murder, so we'll have to wait and see. But this is the trial, day one, and we're going to go straight into it, so boom. Oh yeah, apparently we're going up against some like legendary prosecutor as well, which is quite scary. The court is now... Oh no, that's not it. So, the court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me like in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honour. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honour. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution... Oh, that was the judge, sorry. The prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hiya, pal. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map on the office to explain. The body was found... hang on. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. And it was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, that's important, because don't forget, we know it's a clock from the last trial, which is interesting. But the judge knows this as well from the... Because he was at the last trial, so it's interesting that he's still calling it a statue. Cool. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. And while you're at it, get me a donut. You just imagine him just sat there, elbow up, just munching on a donut. As soon as the phone... Oh, hang on. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant... the voice has changed again, I'm sorry. Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, I will finish my donut, and then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at Maya. I keep calling her Maya. Why do I keep calling her Maya? It's Maya. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have known Maya... I did it again. God's sake, it's Maya. Would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honour, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press him on everything, but you see those little blue exclamation points up there? They're like chances. So if we come up against something decisive and get it wrong, we'll blow a chance. Okay, so we don't get it just for pressing him, but we will get it if he asks us a question and we get it wrong. Hold it! Get me a sandwich! I'm hungry, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure it did much though. Please continue. There were 2 other people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right about, I'd say about 3 minutes. It's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's not a motto, that's an objective. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us, who the 2 people you found on the scene were? Yes, sir. Defendant is my friend and lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Yes, you were there, you Nimrod. Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. See? He does have a good point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. No, I'm pressing everything because this is hilarious. Why is that? What's your reason? Everyone's in the court at the moment has just got like a nervous disposition of every time Phoenix goes, "Hold it!" Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? No. Oh. Yeah. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear in your testimony again. And I'll have that donut back. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Meyer was written clearly in blood. I said Meyer, not Mayer. Again. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. What did you do, ask her? How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin the cross-examination... Oh, that's better. I have a question for you, Detective. Now I've finished my donut. Your Honour, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Oh dear. Judge went scary. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honour, sir. Try to be more careful. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Damn, Edgeworth looks depraved in this portrait when it comes on to that bit. After securing the suspect, I examined this... I'm not going to do the voice for this bit. So, let's press that. We're going to press everything again. Did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Okay, the memo. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Who did write it, smarty pants? Well, the killer did, right? The killer. Anyone can see that. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed, you thicko. Ooh. Objection! Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I'm going to have to change his voice. Huh. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On with the word Maya written clearly in blood. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. You sound pretty confident this might not be good. What kind of tests? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobins? It's hemoglobin, you nutty. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yeah, that was quite clear. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. Well, that was a mess. Right, where was I, pal? Blood on the victim's finger. Okay, let's look at that. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Did you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, happens all the time in books and the movies, pal. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. You find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Objection! Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. It sounded like he was trying to shut Gumshoe up a bit there. That's right. That's what he said. What he said. Before she died, the road and wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. There has to be a contradiction. Let's find it. Okay, let's check the court record. There's something about this memo that isn't right. Oh, she wouldn't have had time to write it. The death was instantaneous. Oh, okay. Yeah, before she died, let's present it. Objection! Yes, objection. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Pal? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? Yes, kind of like your brain. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one, Detective. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Thank you for stating the obvious, Captain. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Day of the murder. Didn't write an autopsy report the day after. Oh crap, okay, that's my fault. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honour. Of course it is. Yeah, I just wrote one under the desk 5 minutes ago. A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I'll be specific there, Edgeworth. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honour, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Yeah, I should have known you had something up your sleeve. Probably literally was up his sleeve, that's the worst part. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Yeah, I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy? Mr. Wright, the defence will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honour, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accept the evidence. Okay. Well, Your Honour, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that is the obvious conclusion. This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. Oh, the woman in pink. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Innocent is not a word I would use to describe April May. Let the witness, Miss May, take to the stand. Yeah, you see what I mean? I gave her like a, oh yeah voice. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. God. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. She was devastated. Yes, Your Honour. This is not good. Should have captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fair & Co. law office. That's right, big boy. God. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Damn. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. And the one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy. Wink. Well, Your Honour, I see it is remarkably solid testimony. Hang on a minute. Whoa. We're going on a word here. It's not solid at all. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Yeah, hang on a minute. Can I at least try? Oh, cross-examination. Yeah, not the only thing around here that's a bit firm. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss May's You and Miss Mayer's You and Miss Mayer's Faye's... Oh, for goodness sake. Miss Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Whoa. Whoa, he went there. Hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on. Just 1 second. You had a go at me a minute ago for personally attacking Edgeworth. He's slandering the dead and you don't blink an eyelid? Wow. Damn straight I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with a cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Okay. It was like 9 AM at night, and I looked at the window. So why did you look at the window? Yeah. Huh? Why? Well, why what? Why did you look at the window? Are you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. That's it, she can't get out of the question that easy. I sort of, you know... No, I don't know. I had a feeling... Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Yeah, definitely. See if I can run with this one. Surely you must have had a reason to look out the window that time, right? God, she looks scary. Objection! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? I asked her a question. You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Of course, the crowd. Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked at the window, what did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. When attacking her was the man who was sitting in the defendant's chair. Let's press her on that. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. I don't know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honour. I question it. That testimony stinks. What? I'm willing to bet that... You saw nothing, you're lying. See, I'm not sure, because if she saw nothing... If she's lying, she had a reason to look out the window, right? I'm just going to go with you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you really had witnessed my client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Yeah, that's true, to be fair. She's pretty strangely dressed. Yeah, I'd probably notice that pretty quickly. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo is far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Yes, we do, because I was there. She was, Your Honour. I saw her. You're gonna call me a liar? And so did Detective Gumshoe. Ah, that's the point, yeah, Gumshoe saw her as well, so... What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar. What are you trying to say, you mean liar? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please admit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honour. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. You test me again, if you would. Almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with a weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Hang on, she knows it's a clock. Oh, it wouldn't have been a clock. She must have seen it before. Remember at the start, Mia phoned Maya and said, the clock isn't talking right now. I've had to take the clockwork out to put some papers in. She wouldn't know if it was a clock. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, wiggle your boobs at this. Right, there we go. Oh, no, I don't want a clock? Did this come up with another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, I'm feeling onto something now. Yeah, I meant to hit present, sorry. Oh, did I get it wrong? Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, damn, I lost a life already. Oh, maybe I have to present the thinker itself. Yeah. Dang it. I thought it was the conversation I had to present. Sorry, that's my fault. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question. What? No, hell no. Questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I gave you those donuts. Sorry, I'm going to stop this running gag. I've caught murderers with these questions before. Yeah, I was going to say, you've only had one trial before this, Phoenix, so, you know. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. The trial will be over yet. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard in my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. No, I'm not satisfied. Absolutely not. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. Oh, I picked the wrong one, of course. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Now let's propose a test to see if you really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing to the case at hand. Okay. Yeah, it couldn't have wrong. That's what I clicked the first one too quickly. Your Honour, members of the court. inconceivable that the clock in question rang, because it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is, as the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've quite forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. But we have the phone conversation to prove when. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it, and that is exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Take this phone and shove it up your bum. Take a look at this. It's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right. Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier. It's not working, that's lame. But the clock worked out, sorry. That was at 9:27 AM, September 5th. That was the day of the murder, if memory serves. Your Honour, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded on the morning before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. I forgot. Wink. So the witness has seen it before, that would make sense. No, it wouldn't, because it's custom made. Larry only made 2 of them. Yeah, I've got objections. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store. A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is stored in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, that's badass. Excuses not on sale today? Oh. Oh wow, badoing. Oh damn. Final form activated. Was it you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Wow. Alright. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear, does the defense have an opinion on this behaviour? Yeah, she's bloody psychotic. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock before because you had heard about it. Because she had the wiretap, if you remember, in her room. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honour. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you this proof. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Take that!
Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Amongst other things. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court exactly what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh. Objection. Your Honour, this is irrelevant. I'm not totally sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defence truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. I think I can. Epic backdrop. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said this. It's in the conversation, right? I present once again the defendant's cell phone. So what was the conversation? It's a clock. It's made to look at that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Oh dear.
Objection!
How could you possibly have an objection to this? Your Honour, this is ridiculous. Your Honour, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defence demands an answer. Oh dear. Answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up. All of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. That's it, is it? Is that it? Oh, Christ, she's crying now. Court's seen the real Miss April May now. Yeah, she's a nutter. You did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? We'll go why the wiretap, because we know she didn't do it. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. For one, that's illegal. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of speech, it has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I can see that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Actually, yeah. Damn, she's good. But doing. Well, you're not the first man who saw that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. Way, I say, way. And I assure you, Mr. Lawyer, I'm serious. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 that night. Well, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have cold coffee. Ice coffee. Badoing. Think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Wink.
Ago, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
Oh, we were getting somewhere.
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're gonna just let her walk away. No way I can win this unless a time is made to the murder. Does the defense have anything to say?
Call the bellboy. She's obviously very, very, very well prepared for this.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk me quite low enough already.
Objection! I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss May again? What's wrong with me? For Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. And I'm also going to point. Yeah, we better find something suspicious. Accept the condition, definitely. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition, and I will point back at you. Fool. You fell right into my trap card. Oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. Oh, I gave him a really posh British accent, didn't I? But I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be of service. The tea, sir, looks rather heavy, so without further ado, well, you could just offer it him to put it down. The witness may begin his testimony. Oh, very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9, on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Ooh, hang on a minute. She said... Just hang on a sec. She said she looked at the window at more or less 9 o'clock. How could she have been looking at the window if she was getting room service? If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder, now I'll be finished. Yes. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. That's not important. I believe I received a call. Okay, you believe or you did?
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Oh, goodness sake. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Let's push that one. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on television and wished to be drunk after she finished, sir. Time of the murder. Okay, so I brought it to her at precisely the requested time. I'm not sure whether to present the autopsy because there's nothing there that says she died at 9 o'clock. Let's press this. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 PM. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee, I'd like a nice coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Okay, let's press that. We might as well press it all now. You sure it was April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. Well, when I brought her the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favoured me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? The French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Oh, an embrasser, not an embarrasser. I thought you said embarrasser. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. She was up to something. She wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. Hey, Judge, shut your mouth. I'll shave half your beard off, mate. The witness may leave the stand. I'm going to protest. Definitely. Please, wait. Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Objection! Your Honour, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. Room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guests have requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge. Wow, that's expensive. $18? That seemed a bit expensive. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2. 2? Oh, there was 2 glasses in her room. What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Wow. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite indeed. It was a good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... I see. He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool. I mean, you've won this bit. She checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. And when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. We've just learned of another person involved who may have been involved in the murder. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? The man with Miss May. It wasn't the bellboy, was it? The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honour. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. The court acknowledges the defence's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honour. Okay, that's the end of the day, thank God for that. Ooh, we've learned a lot. Oh damn, that was going on for 4 hours. Wow. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. I was just doing my job, you know. And again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home? No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial, that's very true. A lead? Oh, that man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Oh, I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention centre now, and may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was lies. There's only one part that got left in the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement to do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention centre, and it's to me to get her free. And that, my friends, is the end of this chapter. Ooh, we learned a lot. Damn straight we're saving. Right, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for putting up with my crazy voices, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Do share these videos in this playlist if you have done, and please do let your friends know. And if you are not subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button before you go. If you are subscribed, please do like the video. It really does help. And I'll see you for the next one, where we do more investigating. Thanks very much. Have a great rest of your day.